Back now at 8:19 with more of our special series, How to Live to 100. This morning we're focusing on the science of longevity. Reaching the century mark sounds tantalizing, but is it possible for everyone? Here's NBC's chief medical editor, Dr. Nancy Snyderman.
There are approximately 70,000 centenarians living in the United States today, and some scientists say that the first person who will live to see their 150th birthday has already been born. But who are these centenarians going to be, and can we increase our chances of becoming one of them?
The science of aging is becoming really popular because there's so much more out there as a consumer to take control of their health and manage their aging.
In 2009, 3 scientists won the Nobel Prize for their research on telomeres, perhaps one of the most exciting developments on the aging forefront. Telomeres are structures on the tips of chromosomes that shorten as people age. Think of them like the plastic tips on a shoestring. People with shorter telomeres are more likely to develop illnesses and die earlier. The science is far from complete, but some laboratories have seized on this opportunity and are offering tests that measure a person's telomere length. SpectraCell Laboratories is the only lab in the United States to offer telomere testing. The cost? $290.
It can serve as a wake-up call for some people. It's a measure of how well you're aging on the inside. So for some people, it can tell them that maybe they're aging faster than they expect, and maybe they can make some major lifestyle changes.
Hi, Howard.
I decided to be my own guinea pig and with a simple blood test, see what my telomeres had to say about me.
I hope I slide out at home plate. That's all I'm asking for.
But if our telomeres are short, is there a way to make them longer? That's where Dr. Gil Atzman and his team at the Aging Lab at Albert Einstein College of Medicine are focusing their research. But they caution that the science is still trying to catch up to people's hopes.
Why is everyone looking to telomeres as this new exciting frontier in medicine?
People think that it can serve as a biomarker for prediction of how long they're going to live. But like prediction, it can be to this side or this side.
SpectraCell believes their test is for real.
It does not tell you when you're going to die or how long you have to live. It just tells you how well you're aging and helps you manage that.
Is it safe to say that this is an extraordinarily exciting development in the lab, but it is not ready for public use?
Yes. We don't have enough information to make it accurate for prediction.
But the future's there.
The future is there.
With that in mind, I'm ready to get my result.
Like any good parent, I just have one wish. I want to predecease my children. That's it. The rest is all a gift.
That's true. So how did she do? Well, Dr. Tanya Benenson, an internist and chief medical officer here at NBC Universal, is here to give Nancy her results. Good morning.
Good morning,
Tanya.
Ready?
So Tanya, you don't know what the results are, and
clue.
so we're going to put them up on the monitor as you explain, Tanya, how Nancy did.
Okay, here we go. All right, so Nancy is the red box, and the black line is the average telomere length per age. So if you look at her box and you track it over to the green dot, that's her actual age based on her telomere length. So
I'm 70 right now, even though I'm 59.
I'll make you feel better. There's a variance here, 8 to 10% error actually when you get older. So if you go, it's plus or minus 7 years. So your range really is 63 to 77 with an average of 70. But your telomeres are shorter than someone average of your same age.
Which means that she's more likely to have
a shorter life expectancy.
It's sobering. Well, I think I mean, look, it's a variable. I could get hit by a bus this afternoon.
Please don't.
But thank you. But what's interesting to me looking at that is that I'm probably the first in my generation to really be affected by everything environmental. I'm a fast food kid. I grew up around cigarette smoke. You know, I wasn't perfect in college. I've had some excess alcohol in my past.
But you work out. You eat healthy.
You know, I'm not stupid. Every one of those little things takes a hit. So that to me says you can override your genes. You can override environmental factors. So perhaps even though I've cleaned up my act since then, I live a pretty good life now, there's still room for improvement.
There definitely is, because your genes are set, but how your genes are translated and transcripted, you have an effect with your lifestyle choices.
Well, on that point, then, you talk about what you can do. Ask for nutritional profile tests, take your medications, exercise, decrease body fat, meditate, reduce stress. You know, that last point may be adding
well,
to
the
your number
stress
there.
is huge, and I must tell you, this doesn't shock me.
No.
It's sobering
It
to
shocks
me.
me, though.
It's sobering to me, and I wish it weren't what it is. But I can't tell you that I'm absolutely shocked. I expected to not get a great result and to sort of tell myself to get my act together.
Okay, but does that mean, I mean, the question
Sleep,
is, for
stress,
$290,
work.
anyone can have this test.
It's a special test.
And so the question is it worth it? And do you think it was worth it for you to now know this sobering number, Nancy?
Yeah, this to me is a little bit like getting a stress test or a CT angiogram. It's a component. Now fix it. Let's check back a year later and see if I can make it better.
Great motivator, right?
We'll do that, Tanya.
Cleaning up my act.